Hi guys, welcome to another What's Sold This Week segment. We're going to start off in my back of house Nifty. My name is Jessica. I'm Unique Sells and I share my orders with you every week so you can see what's selling and maybe learn something new. So we're going from February 27th, which was Friday, to tonight. I had 32 sales, 100% sell-through rate, so I got 32 items listed this week. Not bad. Total revenue, $14.04 with a take home of $11.80.18. eBay was the winner with 19 sold, but Poshmark was holding strong this week, 10 items sold. Etsy 2 and Depop 1. I took a poll on my Facebook this week and people want to see everything. So I'm going to do my best to give you all 32 in a video that's not 30 minutes long. So we're going. We're rapid firing. Here we go. Sales this week. Rock Revival shorts. These sold on an offer for $35. My buyer paid $35.59. And I took home $22.42. Next up, Sony High 8 tapes. I picked up this weekend for 50 cents at a yard sale. After all my High 8 players I sold last week, this was it made me giggle. Anyways, this sold within just a couple days, $24.86. My buyer used a 10% coupon, so they paid $24.50 total, and I took home $15.63. I did offer free shipping on those. Polo shirt. The only reason I picked this up was for the big giant spell out, and it had a pony. I knew it wouldn't sell for crazy amounts, but I liked it, so I got my buyer paid $29.32 after taxes and shipping, and I took home $14.49. First Poshmark, I got a lot of these little Disney beanbag plushes that sold for $35. I took home $28. Adidas Farm Rio collab jacket sold for $54, and I took home $43.20. This was a Cabela's Goose Down robe. I didn't even know that was a thing until I found it in my local thrift store. I think I paid $5 for it. They can go for over $100, but we're going out of cold season, so I took a few offers that were a little lower than I normally would, just because I want to move winter stuff out. But this sold for $62, and I took home $49.60. It was really cool. It had a nice older tag. It wasn't crazy old, but really nice. One of my Etsy sales, a really cool Field Crest 70s style type towel. It had a nice old tag on it. That's what caught my eye and made me look it up in the first place. It was made in the USA. Sold within about a week on Etsy, which is pretty fast for an Etsy sale, but sold for $30. And I took home $26.46 on that sale. Next up is lights, a 4-pack of recessed ceiling lights. I got a really good deal on brand new and packaged. I think I have 12 sets of 4, and this is the first one that sold. They haven't been up very long, so I'm excited to see these go. This sale actually puts me in the profit for my entire buyout of all of them. So every sale of these you see in the future is complete profit. I took home $20.44. I paid $20 total for all 12. So goodbye. Next up, a Quicksilver. That old surf brand is really hot right now. It was just a cool jacket. I did take a little lower of an offer on this one. I think I took an offer of $32 on it and took home $21.53 once everything was said and done. Glad to get winter stuff moving out. Next up was a really neat pair of boots. They made them barbed wire looking boots. I'm trying to go fast. I'm not going to get distracted by cute boots, but these sold for $85 on Poshmark, and I took home $68. Moving right along, my Barney VHS I picked up in Vegas a couple weeks ago. Sold for $14.86. I always offer free shipping. On most things that are less than a pound, I offer free shipping just because I find that someone's going to buy something with free shipping over something that's not most of the time. I only profited $5.11 on this, but I paid 80 cents for it. So, and it was a fast sale. So, yeah. I like picking up old nostalgic things. Next up is a pair of Birkenstock sandals. I think I picked these up last year sometime. They were the Birks. They're not as classic Birkies as what these are. Buyer paid $39.19 and I took home $17.50 after fees and shipping. This was my highlight of my week, which was my auction on my Matchboxes collection I picked up at an estate sale in Phoenix. It was awesome. 37 bids, 12 different bidders. It went crazy. Had a $50 jump in the last 5 seconds. So it was the highlight of my week. I loved it. It was so fun. But my buyer paid $227.06 and I took home $148.38. This was so cool. So nostalgic. Most of them were the 70s or even some earlier. Whoever got these got an awesome deal and an awesome buy. Next up, a Coach wallet I picked up this week. Sold on Posh for $60. I took home $48. Had the box and all the cards and tags still on it. And even a card from the person that got it for them as a gift. So, I don't know. Apparently they didn't like that gift. But that's okay. I bought it. Next up, Hollister shirt. Again, these I know aren't going to be crazy high sales, but Hollister is hot right now. So this actually went to Australia. Buyer paid $29.98 and I took home $18.10. And this is, what is this? Where did this sell? Am I going crazy? Etsy. See, I'm not used to seeing Etsy and what it looks like. But this is a really neat sweater, which I'm surprised sold. But it was a linen blend, really cool pattern, sold for $50. And I took home $44.08. Etsy sales. I love when they come. This is actually a bundle. This jacket and this jacket. I got an offer for $100 on both of these jackets, so I went ahead and took it. And I took home $80 on that bundle. Next up, I have a Black & Decker Space Maker can opener. Sold for $61.34 is what my buyer paid. I took home $31.91. The shipping actually ended up being a little bit more on this one, so I lost a couple dollars on shipping, but still a nice, quick, and easy flip. Next up, I have a pair of Levi. Oh, this is my Levi's. Did I skip one? I don't know what happened to my Levi's, but okay. Maybe it's just out of order. But anyways, next up is another flatware. You know, I sell a lot of these. This one I tried with some knives in it this time, and it's still sold. I got an offer for $35. Pretty fast on it. My buyer paid $42.99. I took home $29. But the knives that I found were really beautiful florals, and they were thin. So I think that still works well for my jewelry people. So it didn't deter it. Sold fast. Next up, I have a cross stitch I saved from the bins in Phoenix. This sold for $35.87. So it must have been an offer from my Nifty. Buyer paid $46.37, and I took home $29.50. Just a cute little funny cross stitch thing. Love those. I don't know what happened to my Levi's jeans, but I had a pair of Levi's orange tab jeans that is lost somewhere. That also sold. Buyer paid $44. I took home $21 after the shipping. This was my American Girl doll, my first American Girl doll I've ever found out in the wild. And she sold really fast, I think within 2 days. I got, American Girl, 10%. So they used my 10% off coupon. And buyer paid $105.69, and I took home $60.63. She was really pretty. Her hair was nice. Yeah, super good sale. I'll be on the lookout for more of them. I have a Dixon I picked up, I think, last week. I got an offer for $51 on it. It was a good size. I always look out for Dixons. Not all of them sell really well. There's another one coming up that's a short sleeve. They don't sell for as much, but this one was a nice quality snap button. Those ones are always good. So sold for $51 on Poshmark, I believe, and I took home $40.80. A TI 84 Plus calculator. These always sell same day for me, so I always pick them up if I'm spending $5 or less on them. My buyer paid $35.87 after my 10% coupon, and I took home $24.15. Next, we got a Depop. Here's that Dixon that was a short sleeve, not as exciting of a Dixon, but I took an offer of $21.90 on this one, and I took home $18.63. We're going, we're moving, we're getting somewhere. This is one of my lowest sales of the week. Why are you doing that? Okay. Was this cute little Peter Rabbit basket. I figured he would sell this week with Easter right around the corner. I got an offer for $8. I think I had him up for like 12 or 14, so it was time. He needed to go. He'd been in my inventory for, I think, since last Easter. So he went. I took home $5.05 on this cute little Peter Rabbit basket. Ooh, another good one here. This is a Vuori. I love picking up Vuori. This one actually had a flaw in it that I didn't see until after I got home, so I took an offer of $25 on it. It had a little pinhole in the back. I just pictured it, put it in the title, read. You don't want to mess that. That was a nice quick one. Also, next up. I don't know why this didn't save nicely the way I had it, but we have Masters. I did a post on my Facebook this week about Masters. I have nothing in my inventory that has Masters on it because it all sells so fast. So these Masters salt and pepper shakers caught my attention when I was at a thrift store last week. They were on a 50-cent shelf. I pictured any of the flaws that were on them and took an offer on these of $30. So my buyer paid $40.65. I took home $25.72. Not bad on a 50-cent investment. Always be on the lookout for Masters stuff. Doesn't matter what it's on. It's going to sell. And Paw Patrol. I always keep an eye out for Paw Patrol. This was I actually got a huge lot of Paw Patrol stuff, and I've broken up the lot. I think I only have this and maybe one more that was left from that. This is just a bunch of the characters. This puppy right here, the Doberman dog, usually sells for about $15 on his own, so I knew this would sell pretty fast. We got Poshmark, buyer paid $29. I took home $23.20. It was just a nice, quick little group of pups. Next up, I have a Brooks Brothers tie. I've definitely been paying more attention to ties because they're so easy to picture. They're so easy to ship. This one I took an offer of $20 on this week. My buyer paid $25.99, and I took home $14.50. My thrift stores usually have ties about $1 to $3. It's the most I ever have into them. So I believe I got this one in Idaho, actually, for $1. Brooks Brothers, silk, can't go wrong. Found these Simpsons sealed seasons 2, 3, and 4. I think I picked them up for $20 at a local thrift store, and they sold the same day, I believe. My buyer paid $67.37 after my 10% off coupon. I took home $51.72. Not a huge profit, but fast sale. We like fast sales. And one of my last ones for you, Taylor Stitch. I love Taylor Stitch. They usually sell for a lot more than this, but I took a $40 offer on this week. Again, we're moving out of winter. I wanted to get it moved. It was one of my last sweaters I brought in for the winter. So my buyer paid $50.89. I took home $30.22. There they are. I did it. 32. Faster than I expected. But those were them. If you have any questions, concerns, anything you wanted that was surprising to you, leave me a comment below. And next Friday will be another What Sold video out for you. This is happening every week. I want you to see what I'm selling so that you can know what to pick up and what's selling fast, what's selling slow, what's selling for a lot, and what's selling for $8 like a Peter Rabbit basket. But if you like this kind of content, please share it with your friends. Subscribe to my channel and like and comment. It really helps me get out to more people. I actually just hit 3,000 followers in my Facebook page tonight, which blows my mind that anyone even cares about this stuff. But I'm so glad that you're watching. If you made it this far, subscribe, and I will see you next week with some more sales. Bye, guys.